Yeah. So, I just got out of the shower, if the wet hair wasn't enough. But I wanted to talk about the Cape Crusader trailer, because I actually, like, missed the premiere. It was, like, out an hour. I was, like, on social media as I'm getting dressed, and I'm like, wait, I thought it was supposed to come out, like, in my head, I thought it was, like, supposed to come out, like, in the afternoon, but it had been out for, like, over an hour and a half, and I was like, oh, fuck. So, I wanted to talk about this. Yeah, and, cleanliness is next to, unholiness, and whatever they say. Something like that. Anyway, so Batman the Cape Crusader is the animated series that we thought was dead, thanks Zaslav, but then revived over on Bezos's vanity project, I mean Amazon, and Bruce Timm was behind it. It was a massive... it was basically like one of the most anticipated animated shows for DC to come out that almost got canceled, along with, My Adventures with Superman got off, safe. And, I'm not trying to discredit My Adventures with Superman. I love that show. It is probably one of the best DC animated shows we've had in a long time, so I absolutely adore it. I just, guys, also, real quick, can we not have competition between Cape Crusader and My Adventures? Can we just not do that? They're, the characters are supposed to be friends, and they're also two different kinds of medium from the same universe. Can we just not be competitive, please, about the cartoons? Can we just not, please? Anyway, so Batman Cape Crusader has gotten my interest, and I'm glad they're finally doing promotions for it, because it's supposed to come out August 1st. We are basically less than a month away from that, and... little over a month, excuse me. We're a little over a month from this show premiering, and it's nice to actually have more and more stuff. We learn more and more stuff about it. That this is a completely different Batman show. It's going to be set in the 30s, which I've kind of noticed that we've had a series of Batman cartoon, Batman media set in the 30s. There was that Dan Jurgens Black Label book. There's been a few other things of having Batman in the 50s. So maybe it's just to promote Cape Crusader, or it's just all kind of coincidence. Who knows? But we have kind of had an influx of early Batman set in a 1930s style kind of story. Now, what's interesting is that we do get to see several villains, but a lot different than what we've seen before. This clearly shows that we are in a darker universe. Harley Quinn is gonna... We don't see Joker. That's the thing I like, is that we don't get Joker, and Harley Quinn is kind of the prominent villain, looks like, for the start of the show, which I'm fascinated in. A version of Harley Quinn that could be scary, instead of a Deadpool ripoff that DC's been trying to do for so many years. Since the New 52 started, they've tried desperately to make Harley Quinn the new Deadpool, which I love Harley Quinn, but I didn't like when they tried desperately to make her Deadpool, just Deadpool with Hot Topic Deadpool. There you go. So it's cool to see this version of Deadpool, Harley Quinn, that's more of a she's scary now. I like that. We got to see Two-Face. We got to see Firefly, which I'm always excited to see Firefly in any Batman project. He's always a villain. I'm always like, hey, Firefly is here. Cool. And there's another character, I think that's supposed to be Scarecrow, with he almost looked like the Shadow. He straight up almost looked like the Shadow. And someone said that that's supposed to be Scarecrow. I don't know if that's true or not. And I've also forgotten the majority of the voice cast, except Christina Ricci is playing Catwoman, which I'm actually that's kind of a solid pick. The show really nails that 1930s aesthetic. The whole and also to have Bruce Timm kind of helm this is a neat idea. I just hope we don't get any weird Batman Barbara Gordon relationships that he seems to be weirdly obsessed about. You know what I'm talking about. So hopefully if we have Barbara in this show, she's of age at the bare minimum. It was really weird in the animated series, Bruce, and then it got really bad in fucking Killing Joke. But anyway, the animation looks pretty good. It kind of almost looks like a mix of if this is gonna sound weird, to me it looked like a mix of the original animated series and Brave and the Bold. It's like a weird mixture of the two of them. I also like the early Batman costume. I like this Batman costume. I like when Batman has like those gloves on. It clearly shows that, yeah, I just started doing this and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But yeah, the show looks pretty solid. It's nice to have like a something we've kind of always asked for of a adult Batman animated series, something we've been wanting for a long time. Yes, you can make the argument that, yeah, Batman the Animated Series was a pretty adult show, but it was still in the frame of kids. But now we're actually going to do something dark. We're actually going to do something darker and actually be allowed to play with more adult themes with Batman. So that's so I'm excited for that. And again, I now have a world where I can watch a Superman cartoon that's fun and optimistic and fun, and then I can watch a dark and, brooding Batman cartoon. You can like both. I'm going to stress once again, it's okay to like both. It's okay. You don't have to be competitive. They're in the same universe, they're in the same wheelhouse. There's no problem with that. Anyway, so the trailer wasn't long, but it did give enough for me to kind of talk about. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Batman the Caped Crusader trailer? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.